All right, I'm taking attendance really quick just because we have to do that. So looks like nice, 12 people. Okay. All right, good morning everyone and welcome to third period work keys. My name is Miss Wicklander, but you can call me Miss W for short. I am so excited to be your guys' math teacher this year. I know it's a crazy start to the school year, but I know that we will get through this together and we're going to do the best we can with what's going on right now. So I wanted to give you guys a little overview of what Work Keys is, because some of you are like, what the heck, I've never even heard of that before. So what Work Keys is it's a test actually that we use, and it's kind of designed for people to, it's like a work placement test too, just to kind of see what math you know. So they use it in the work world sometimes as well. We use it to give you guys math credit. So what it is a 35 question test that's all story problems, and it is used in the Umatilla School District for to give you guys math credit for this year. So what it's going to work on is our basic math skills, and then building upon them to go into story problems, and then take the story problem, find out what question it's asking, and answer it. So by the end of this year, you guys will all be awesome at reading story problems and answering them. I have no doubt about it. We're going to work on it a lot. And the other great thing is, I'm sure a lot of you guys are freshmen and don't know, but to graduate from high school, you have to pass the SBAC or for math and reading to graduate, as well as get all your credits and pass your classes. But in order to do the SBAC, you have to get a certain score. Well, if you guys don't get a certain score, but you pass the Work Keys test, that also will allow you to graduate. So if you get past your Work Keys test this year as a freshman, then you don't have to worry when you're a junior about passing the SBAC test. Yes, you still have to take it, but if you don't pass, you can still graduate. So that's the awesome thing about it, is we're going to work on your math skills and build them, but also help you to graduate high school. So that's my spiel about Work Keys. But let's get started on just some housekeeping items for how we're going to have a successful year together. So first off, I'm going to ask that everyone mutes themselves, and it looks like you guys already did that. Awesome. I'm sure you know the drill by now from all your other classes you've attended today, but just keep yourself muted unless I call on you, and then unmute yourself and speak, just because I'm going to be recording these for other people, or for the students that don't attend during the live time. And so if there's feedback or noise from you guys, then it's hard for them when they're watching later to focus. So if we're in the middle of class and I'm doing a math problem and you're like, whoa, Miss W, slow down, I do not understand what you're doing at all, go ahead and type in the chat your question. I always have my chat open, or you can chat just, I have a question, and then I'll say, oh, okay, go ahead and unmute yourself, Brian, and then you can ask your question. Because I know sometimes math questions are a little bit hard to type out, but never be afraid to ask questions. Next, I'm going to go over a little tour of our Google Classroom so you guys can see where things are located, what it looks like, because you're in 8 different Google Classrooms. I know they're not all going to be set up the same, so I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of what mine looks like. So can you guys see mine okay? All right. So here we have what everyone's will look like. I mean, I can edit mine because I'm the teacher, but your guys's will look like this too. Here's the Google Meet link, which I'm sure you guys all use to join class today. That's where I'll post it, and I only will make it available on the days we have class. That way you don't come in here when we don't have class. Next will be our stream, where I can post quick messages or comments or just little things. So I have my welcome video, which some of you might have watched, just welcoming you to class. And then over here, we have our upcoming work that's due soon. So that way you can just come to the home page and know what's going to be due this week. So right now I don't have anything posted there, but I will post it after our next meeting on Wednesday. So for the upcoming section, all of our work will be due the following Monday. So if I'm going to assign it on this Wednesday, It won't be due until Monday, September 7th at 7 a.m. So that's for the whole school. In your English class, in your history class, in your science class, all of it won't be due until Monday. So I'm going to allow you guys to turn it in Monday until midnight. Some teachers are Monday at 7 a.m. I'm just going to go Monday at midnight because it makes it easier. But if it's turned in past that Monday deadline, then I will take a few points off just because it's late, and that's our policy at the high school, is to take a few points off. So make sure that you're turning things in on time. But if there ever is a time where you have so many assignments in all your other classes, or you were sick or something and you need an extended deadline, or you need a little bit more time to work on your class work, just shoot me an email and let me know, and then I'll give you an extended time to get it done. Next, we have our classwork tab, where it'll be all of your assignments and videos and links and things that I post. So I'm going to do mine all by the week. So this week's August 31st through September 4th, and then we'll have the next week on top of it, so that all your classes, the current week will be at the top, and then the lower ones will be at the bottom. So right here it's gray because I haven't assigned it yet, but it'll turn dark gray when it is assigned. But this is our first assignment that I'll post on Wednesday. And if you notice, it has a red or an orange and blue circle next to it. I'm going to use that on all my things that are going to be put into PowerSchool for points, so that you know it's easy to keep track of. Because I might post like an extra video or picture or something, and that won't be due for points, but that way you can go in and be like, oh yes, I've done this one, I know it's due. So down here are things that won't be put into PowerSchool for points, and up here is things that will be. So the red or the orange and blue dot mean it's going to be put into PowerSchool. So down here I have resources, our class syllabus. That's something that you're going to look over with your parents later for an assignment. And then tips for success and helpful links, Kahoot rules, and Flipgrid rules. I'm going to post that in a minute when I post the actual assignment. So my tips for success, you guys can look over that later, but it's just some things that I have to help you guys be more successful with online learning. Next, I have a link to my YouTube page to view the recordings. So like I said, I'm recording every single one of our Google Meets, and then I'm going to post them on my YouTube page so you can go back and watch them if you have questions or need to listen to it be explained again. Or for students that don't join us during the live time, this is where they can watch it. That way, it's not clogging up my whole Google Classroom feed with videos. Next is my link to my office hours calendar. So as you all know, that this year we're doing office hours for all the teachers. So if you want to get in contact with us, this is where to go. So I'm going to click on that link and share this tab. All right, so here's what it'll look like. I have all these different slots for 30 minutes for us to meet together. What you're going to do is, if you want to meet with me on Tuesday at 2 p.m., you're going to click that little tab for 30 minutes. And then in here, it'll put your name. So if it's supposed to be Justice that wants this office hour, it'll say Justice Zamudio, and it'll say his name here too. In the description, you can just put question on assignment, or question on quiz, question on test, or just needing to talk with you, whatever, just so I have a little description here. Then you're going to click save. Don't have to worry about filling out the where. So you click save, and then it gives you my office hour calendar again. And right here, it says that that appointment's taken away. All that means is that no one else can book during that time. It's your 30 minutes where you have just one-on-one time with me, and we'll be able to go over whatever you need to do. So now I'm going to go over here to my Google Calendar. And as you can see here, 2 o'clock on Tuesday, I have that appointment. And then it says here, join with Google Meet. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have a Google Meet, just the two of us, to go over your questions and chat about it. So when it comes around to 2 o'clock, just click that join with Google Meet, and then it'll put you in with me, and we'll go ahead and talk. Say that you created an appointment on Monday, we have class on Wednesday, and I answer your question in class. You don't want to meet with me anymore. All you're going to do is hit the little trash can icon, and then you can send a cancellation email to me, and it will just to let me know that you're not going, or you don't have to if you don't want. I'm going to check my calendar daily, but if you want to, you can send me a notification that you don't need office hours anymore. It's just to myself, so I'm not going to do it this time. And then it goes away from my calendar. And now the appointment, if we go back to the appointment calendar, is available for someone else to take. Nice and simple. If you have any questions, you can also email me through my school email. I will respond as quick as I can, or you can text or call me. I have an app set up on my phone so that it'll ring to me wherever I'm at. Text or call me. That number is located on the syllabus if you need to find it. Next up is going to be our class expectations. Let me share this tab. All right, can you guys see that okay?
Yep.
Okay, so here's just some virtual class expectations that I have for us so that we can have a successful time together. If you guys have anything you'd want to add to this, go ahead and type it in the chat and I will add it to this. But for now, I'm just going to explain the ones that I have put on already. So number 1, pay attention, participate, and ask questions. So I ask that while you're with me for those 30 minutes that you're participating, paying attention. If you're called on, go ahead and answer. If you have questions, please ask your questions. I don't think that people ask enough questions in math. I think that you guys get kind of nervous, but I recommend to ask them because someone else might have that same exact question and they don't want to ask it. So go ahead and ask it, and that way we can get more demonstration if we need, more examples. There's no wrong questions in math. I sometimes myself still have questions I have to Google. So there's no wrong answers or wrong questions in math. Just go ahead and ask them and we will go over it and answer your question. Number 2, cell phones put away. So I'm just going to ask that for the 30 minutes you're in my class, your cell phone, you're not on it, because that way you're able to pay attention. And when we go ahead and take our test or our quiz, you'll actually know the work and be able to do it because you're paying attention during our live lecture time. Number 3, have a pencil and notebook at your workstation. So I recommend having some sort of piece of paper or a notebook and something to write with at your workstation when you're doing your homework assignments or taking notes during our live lecture time. Just because you can do your math up here, but then you might forget a step or you're not sure where you went wrong. But if you're able to actually write out your problems, and you're more likely to get the answer right. And that way, if you have a question, you're like, Miss W, I have done this problem 1,000 times and I'm still getting the same answer. What am I doing wrong? You can just take a picture of your notebook, email it to me, and then I'll be like, oh, right here is where you went wrong. All you had to do was blah, blah, blah. So I recommend having a notebook and something to write with at your workstation to make your math easier. Number 4, mute yourself upon arrival and stay muted while others are speaking. Just because I'm going to be posting these recordings for other people to watch later, we don't want distractions for them. So just go ahead and mute yourself. That way it's a better video quality for everyone and others can pay attention. Number 5, be in an area with few distractions, pets, such as your pets, siblings, or TV. All that we're asking is you guys to be online from 9 to 11:30 in the morning. So if you're able to do that, know that your pets, siblings, and TV and your Xbox will be there after. So just give me that 30 minutes of your attention and then know that you have all afternoon to do that kind of stuff. So if anyone has anything they want to add, you can go ahead and drop it in the chat. Can you play GTA on class? No. Maybe in some other classes, but not my class. You can do it though at 11:30. Okay, nobody has anything to add to our class expectations? All right. Cool. Next up, I'm going to ask that you guys can have your phones out or you can play it on the computer. Let me get logged in. We're going to do a Kahoot really quick. It's just going to be a Kahoot about me. So it's just you guys can guess. You don't know things about me yet, but it's just a good way to get to know me. So let me get this going. Click that link, or you can do it on your cell phone. Make sure your name is appropriate for Kahoot. And the PIN is 9970308. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. You guys can keep joining, but we only have 15 minutes left. I want to make sure we have enough time. All right, so just take your best guess for all these questions, and if you don't get it right, this is not going in the grade book for points. It's just for fun. Here we go. Number 1, what is my name? The pin is 9970308. You can still join. I have it open. So what is my name? Mrs. Durant, Mr. Smith, Miss Butterfly, or Miss Wicklander? Good job. Okay. Next up, what subject do I teach? History, math, science, or ELA? Math. Good job. Work Keys is a math class. All right, next up, where does your teacher come from? Where do I commute from every day to Umatilla? Hermiston, Eagan, Pendleton, or Stanfield? Pendleton is the correct answer. I live in Pendleton. I'm so happy that we're starting school at 9 instead of 7 because that means I get to sleep in a whole extra hour. All right, number 4. What pet do I have? Dog, bunny, cat, or a horse? A dog is the correct answer. I have a pet named Ella. This is the picture of her. She's my baby. She's 1.5 years, and I adopted her from a rescue. What hobbies do I do? Painting, running, baking, or do I play the guitar? No worries, Alan. It's just for fun, just to get to know me. Hopefully break the ice a little bit. The correct answer is baking. I enjoy baking sweet treats. My favorite thing to make is chocolate chip cookies. If we were in person, I would definitely bring you guys treats, but unfortunately we're not. All right. What years was I in high school? Did I graduate in 2009, 2015, 2005, or 2012? So I was in high school from 2011 to 2015. I was in your guys' seat as a freshman in 2011. That makes me 23 years old, in case you were wondering. Which fun fact is true about your teacher? I can juggle, I can play the banjo, I have 5 siblings, or I'm super tall. I am super tall. That is correct. I cannot play the banjo. That would be a fun fact, but I am 6 feet and 3 inches tall. Very tall for a girl. Number 8. My favorite type of food: pizza, burritos, cheeseburgers, or spaghetti. I mean, they all sound delicious right now. I'm getting kind of hungry, but I do have a favorite on there. Let's see if anyone gets it right. And my favorite food is pizza. Pizza, pizza, pizza. I love Hawaiian. I love supreme, pepperoni. Dang, I'm hungry. Okay, where did I go to college at? University of Oregon, Eastern Oregon University, University of Washington, or Boise State University? Correct answer. No one got it right. I went to Boise State University, just like Mrs. Dirksen. I went there and I graduated in 2019. All right, last question. Are you excited to start the new school year? Yes, absolutely. Not really, or I wish I still was on vacation. And I'm with you guys. I wish I still had vacation. I know technically we had a long summer with COVID, but man, waking up this morning was rough. All right, good job. Let's see who got first. Tegan got third. Justice got second. And in first place, Alan. Good job, guys. All right, that is all I had today for you guys. So if you don't have any other questions, you're welcome to leave. I will see you guys again on Wednesday. It was great to meet you guys, and I'm ready for an awesome school year.